If we don't have truth, the lie will destroy the society. The society we live in requires integrity. It requires a lot of sincerity.
Because without truth, the world would be full of unpleasant people telling lies.
Well, truth is important because we tether our life to it. Something has to be true. Otherwise, we just float around in just a myriad of nothingness if we don't have the truth.
For the whole life to be in peace, for the whole world to be in peace, we need truth with ourselves.
We need to know what's right, and we need to have integrity.
I think without truth, we would not last very long.
Truth is what we live on, and around us it's something that we believe in. If we're true to yourself and true to other people, that's what I think the truth's all about.
Biblically, I would say Jesus is the truth.
Truth is what sets me free.
Although much of what Jesus said and did is recorded in Scripture, the Gospels obviously don't cover every event. There's a large amount of which we have no knowledge, but what we do know shows the heart of a just and loving God, described by John as full of grace and truth. John also described Jesus as the Word. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. By doing so, he held up Jesus as the ultimate, eternal standard of truth. It is a theme that recurs throughout John's Gospel.
Some people found these claims too difficult to accept, but Jesus knew his own validity. He knew the strength and eternal nature of his words. He lived out what he taught. He had no false standards, just as he had no false words, including his all-important claim to be the truth. That claim is at the heart of everything and stands the test of time.
This has always been the dilemma for people who are unsure as to whether to embrace Jesus fully or reject him. It was an issue Pilate was forced to consider. With the chief priests giving him dubious evidence about Jesus and the crowd pressurizing him, he didn't know what to believe. Yet, as he asked the question, "What is truth?" the truth in Jesus was standing right in front of his eyes.
Without an eternal standard of truth, humankind has nowhere to turn to for ratification of what is right or wrong, good or evil. In the crucifixion of Jesus, we find good and evil in stark, defining contrast. Whilst it seemed to those around that goodness had been humiliated and defeated by a corrupt and overpowering evil force, the reverse was the case. You see, it is possible to deny the truth, to exaggerate it, to ignore, suppress, misrepresent and hide the truth, but we can never destroy the truth. Truth will always be truth. God will always be God.
The one who is the truth is the only one to whom we ultimately are required to answer. To receive him and accept the truth he shares is to discover the grace he offers. To know Jesus is to know the truth that sets us free, now and always.